Good morning vlog. We're down here in Chester Springs. This is where I grew up. We're headed into my bank, Citadel. I guess it's technically a credit union. We're gonna be, they're doing some sort of filming today, so they asked me to be a part of the B-roll filming section, and then they're gonna be doing interviews later today on their clients, which is me. I've been with Citadel for a number of years. When I first started my company, I came to this bank, this exact location, and started my business bank accounts, and ever since I got started in the entrepreneurship space, now I have multiple, business bank accounts with these folks, and they're just amazing people down here at Citadel. So we got that, gonna start off the day. Then we're gonna go to a like a $13,000 or $12,000 job site in Chadds Ford. We're gonna go speak with my client. We got estimates today. We got phone calls. We got checks to pick up. I think I'm owed around $35,000, so we gotta go pick up a couple checks today. And project manage. We're gonna go check out a couple projects. We got a $25,000 job the guys are working on. We got another 4K job right down the street the guys are working on. And I'm about to close another $25,000, so I wanna pick up the deposit check for that. We got a lot going on today. Let's go check out what my people down here at Citadel has. Shout out to Peggy and Kyle.
I'm Daniela.
Hey, Danielle.
Creative director.
Okay.
Nice to meet you.
You as well.
We're just kind of getting ready to establish shots.
Yeah.
Good to see you, man. Tell me about it. Tell me about your
We got a lot of payments to make. We got a lot of payments to collect. We got a lot of checks to write.
Well, thank you so much, sir, for coming in today. It was a pleasure waiting on you. Have a great day.
Kyle, thank you, brother.
Take care.
See ya. Oh, look at all the damn traffic. All right, guys, we just left Citadel for our photo shoot, whatever, B-roll vibes, and then we're gonna go back there later today to film some interviews. They're doing a thing on financial literacy, and they want your boy on there. So now we're gonna go to my project. My client's name is Craig. We're gonna talk to Craig and just make sure that things lined up and stuff like that. We want the top of the wall completely flat. That's why he hired us to do this whole job, blah, 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 blah. Then we got a couple other project walks to do. A bunch of phone calls, bunch of admin work. We got the office girls starting here in about 12 minutes, so we're gonna make sure they're on top of their game today. It's a little cloudy, so I got my orange glasses on. And then we got a couple Service Pro Elite students hitting me up. And there's this other company called that owes me a lot of money, and they haven't been paying me. Hey there, looks like the rest is scheduled for next pay run this Friday or next. Okay. That's the problem with commercial snow. If you guys get into the commercial snow business, we're getting our commercial snow lined up right now. We're taking down sites, we're buying equipment, installing equipment, ordering materials for fall and winter, and you guys should be doing that. That was one of my bigger mistakes in the beginning, was I'd be doing that shit in November, in December, which is obviously way too late. So adjust your calendar, adjust your financial calendar to get this stuff done way, way sooner. So we're working on snow sites, working on fall work. What else are we doing? We're reaching out to custom home builders. We got the office girls calling the custom home builders, filling out a spreadsheet. We got a couple bigger proposals to send out today. I got to review a couple designs with my designer, Catherine, so that's gonna be crucial. Let me see if that's on our job or schedule. Let's see here. Film at Citadel Branch, got that done. Design time for Catherine, so let's pop that in. Hey Kathy, could we do our design reviews starting around 10:30, 11 a.m. today, please? I just don't like when people don't get back to me. I mean, respond to text messages. And I'm not talking about, if you're a contractor, you have 15 clients texting you in a day, that's different. You gotta handle what you can take. All right, so we got a Service Pro Elite student, Tyler, who's absolutely crushing it. He's 18 years old, guys. He's 18 years old. He's gonna do close to $500,000 in revenue this year. And he just texted me a picture today at 8:28. It's a picture of me from my Instagram. Let's see what the text message says. Okay, he says, hey Chase, what filter are you using on your Instagram videos? I got a photographer out here today. I just want to have a few pics with this filter. Okay, Bubba, I have no idea, but I will definitely get you the answer. I gotta figure out what filter we're using when they post my videos on Instagram. I don't know. I'm just a blonde-haired landscaper. Guys, it's time for our daily stock market check. Tesla's down to almost $300, so that's not good for your boy. That's the opposite direction that we want that stock to go if we want to buy a jet. Palantir is also down, which is not good. 130. We need to back up to 200, possibly 220 would be absolutely amazing. Bitcoin is 63,000. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, that's okay. It's just like anything. When the stocks are low, obviously it has to be a good stock. It has to be a blue chip stock. It has to be something juicy, something good. Palantir, Nvidia, Amazon, Google, Tesla, Facebook, boom, 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 boom. If it dips, if it's dipping on 30%, if it's dipping on 20%, 30% is a lot, but if you see that, throw some cash into it. Throw a little bit of cash into it, Now, this is after you've already have all the trucks you need, all the equipment you need, all the employees you need, you've spent all the money on the marketing, then you can throw some cash in your, brokerage account. Or maybe you got a retirement account you're contributing to every week through your payroll because you have an S Corp. You got a Roth going, throw some, buy it in your Roth. You can self-manage your accounts. That's the tax tip of the week. So yesterday, guys, I pull into a neighborhood in Wayne, and these 3 kids were like surrounding my truck all of a sudden. I didn't even know. Like, I'm parked on the side, I'm on the phone, and then all of a sudden they're like around the truck taking a look at it. Obviously, the kids love the Cybertruck. So obviously I'm like, yo guys, check it out. You guys can sit in it. I said, if your parents let you, you can drive the damn thing. I always say that to people. And their parents didn't let them, but they got to check out the Cybertruck. Next thing you know, they're talking about this, then the third, and they're like, oh, somehow came up that I have a YouTube channel. These are 13-year-olds. Then they're asking me about money, this, then the third. So I was like, I forget how the conversation got to here, but I was basically like, hey, you guys can come work for me if you want. You guys can go knock on doors. Every appointment you set, I will pay you guys $25. So they knock on the neighborhood, the doors throughout their neighborhood in Wayne, which is like a main area where we work. Knock on the door, have a pamphlet. We're gonna give them little CMG hats, and they're gonna say, hey, do you need any landscaping? And if they get interest from the homeowner, and the homeowner's interested in a quote, boom, gets sent to my office, and we'll book appointment. They'll get paid $25 per appointment they book. So I'd rather spend it on young, hustlers than Google or Facebook, right? I'd rather give that money to them. And I told them too, if we land the job, let's say it's 10, 20, 50, 100, if it's 100 grand, we'll take them. Like, I don't know, where's a fun place to go? Like, not Disney World, but and I don't like amusement parks, so I'm not gonna take them there. But if we get a big job, I told them I'd pay them more money. So that's what we're gonna do. I got 3 of them in Wayne. Maybe they'll tell their buddies in different neighborhoods, and we could just have a bunch of 13-year-olds just knocking doors. If the 3 of them go to an appointment or knock on a door, you can't say no. The homeowner's gonna be like, oh, I think I need some landscaping. Boom. So I'm excited to see how that works out. All right, we just got Connor Phipps, one of my other Service Pro Elite members, hit me up. He's crushing it. He was doing, last year in 2025, I think his highest month was $40,000 in the business, and now this month he's on average doing $100,000 in-season months. 120,000 was his biggest month. I think that was in June. So he sent me a voice memo. I got to listen to that, and then he just sent me some pictures, probably of a new project. Look at that big cat he has sitting out there. That's a big boy. Look at that.
Project over here in Dunkirk, Maryland. Installing raffinado wall block to go down an elevated patio. Raffinado wall block to the steps. Blue 60 all in the elevated part. We're going to be doing some planters, one where that bush is, one on each side of the steps of the entrance of the patio. It's going to look like a mess for the next couple days.
Yep.
Give us about a week and it's going to look a lot different.
Now listen, when he got started with me at Service Pro, he was literally selling lawn mowing and stuff like that. He wasn't really doing anything, right? He wasn't doing 50, 60, $70,000 projects. He did a $100,000 project starting last fall. Once we tweaked his marketing, once we tweaked his sales, once we tweaked his pricing, a couple of these things we worked with him through, and now he's like, literally, this guy's crushing it, just project after project. I mean, I swear the guy's doing more projects than me sometimes. Like, who the fuck is this guy? But he's crushing it. And people say he looks like my little brother. I mean, he kind of looks like my Sora version, like me on Sora. He kind of looks like that. can't show you his phone number, but I don't know if you can get his face on that. Could Connor be my little brother for one of my rental properties? Note to self, this is just like in business too. This is just like your landscaping business. You got to have great subcontractors like electricians. Sometimes you need a plumber for a hose bib, or you need an outlet for the landscape lighting. In the real estate world, when you have rental properties, you need the same type of folks, right? But you need guys that, like my HVAC guy, Frankie, he's a single man band. He drives around in a Dodge 1500. He's not these big companies that have millions of dollars of overhead. He's a single man, but he comes from that. That's where he worked for 15 years, but now he just wants to do things himself. And he doesn't charge me out every time, but I give him consistent jobs all the time. My tenants are like, oh, well, this. So Frankie, not every week, but a couple times a month, he's popping out to different properties, making little HVAC repairs and installing new appliances and stuff like that. And he's not crazy expensive. That's what you need. Same thing in the landscape industry, just like real estate, you gotta like get in the dirt, jump in, and then figure out who you're not gonna use. Right in the beginning, it's like, oh, I tried this guy out, tried that guy out, he's not gonna work out. Boom, boom, boom. And one thing I tell my Service Pro Elite guys, and anybody I speak to that wants to grow in life, business, whatever it is, make sure you're networking. You guys just saw me call a buddy of mine who I work with on commercial snow. Tell him, hey man, I'm looking for this guy. I'm actively hiring for these types of folks. So if you know anybody, right? And it's gonna take more than one conversation. I'm gonna tell 5 people this week that, right? And I'm gonna tell Matt, the guy I just got off the phone with, I'm gonna tell him 5 times over the next 5 months. And even when I hire 1, 2, 3, 4 sales reps for my company, I'm still gonna tell them I'm looking for more, because folks, people don't work out. It's just like a numbers game. You hire 4, maybe one of them, maybe 2 of them really actually work out long term. So just keep that in the loop. And you're probably like, well, how are you gonna afford to hire 4 or 5 people? Well, you gotta keep money in your business bank account. So that way you're not stressing over cash every day. You can kind of be like, yeah, I'm gonna hire you, test you out, boom, boom, boom. Speed to lead, and then something to do with like success, landscape success, guys. The quicker someone calls your business and you can get on site and give them an estimate, the quicker your business will be more successful, which means your conversion rate on leads coming in that equal projects, that's what your conversion rate is, will go up. So that means more success. And number 2, you can sell your projects at a higher ticket price by doing that. By decreasing the amount of time someone calls your company to you giving them an estimate. And then here's another bonus for you. And we just implemented this 2 weeks ago. I wish I would have done this 5 years ago. Tyler Lucas, who I showed you guys a couple minutes ago, he's 18 years old, presenting his proposals in person. That's key. I don't care if it's $60,000. I don't care if it's $120,000. I don't care if it's a $2,000 one, right? Present the proposals in person. Ideally, you can sit down at the kitchen table. Hey, here's this, answer all the questions, time frame, deposit amounts, who you are. Hey, I'm the business owner. I'm the one managing your job. I'm the one setting up my crew. Like, homeowners find value in that. And even if you're not, guys, even if you have a couple crews like me where you're not on every job, you can explain how your technology, your software and systems and processes allow your folks to complete the jobs. Like for us, I explain to my clients, hey, I take full videos while I'm on site. Although I just remembered I did forget to do that to the job I closed yesterday while I was sitting at their kitchen table. I'm like, we take full videos, I get the deposit check, and then I'm like, my Cybertruck. But for the most part, we're taking videos, right? We're taking full videos and measurements and shit, and that's all uploaded to Jobber on the private notes section, so that my foremen are watching the videos before they even get to the job site. Ideally, they're watching the videos, before they leave the shop, so that they know all the materials they think they're gonna need, or at least 98% of it. We're never 100%, and I've just come to the conclusion that we're never gonna be 100%, but it is what it is. Because that's the other thing too, when you're a landscaper, try your best. And in the beginning, I wasn't really like this, right? Because try your best to just be around rich people. And I know it's like, oh my God, that's impossible. Where do I find rich people? Brother, they're just, at least here in the Philadelphia main line, I'm surrounded by rich folks, right? So rich folks is probably anybody that makes $250,000 plus. Maybe they sold a business, or got an inheritance, or their wife makes a bunch of money in a pharmaceutical company, or those are rich folks. You just want to hang around them, right? Even if you're not physically talking to them, even if you're just going to the gym, Lifetime Fitness, going to the gym next to them, or eventually God has a plan for you and God's going to put you in the right rooms with the right people. And here's the thing, it's not like a burger or Chick-fil-A where it's like, I'm hungry, I'm going to go get Chick-fil-A all the time. Rich people are only going to buy landscaping services, probably like a big project, only one time. So you got to stay around these rich folks long enough until they're like, yeah, Chase, you're up. You're in the queue, Bubba. Next year, I'm going to be doing a lot of work. All right, put me in the queue. Boom. Now it's game time. Now I'm in there. Hola, amigo.
Hey, what's up?
Nothing much, Bubba. I brought my work gloves today. I'm ready to work.
There you go.
Ready to work, Bubba.
Nice. What's up?
How's Jose doing? How was your weekend, amigo?
Hey, how are you?
Good, Bubba. How was your weekend?
I'm fine.
Good. See, he's learning more and more English. I feel like he's a quick learner. That's really good, Jose.
All right.
These bricks here,
Yeah.
we're gonna stack to the right of that shed.
Okay.
Like on the bottom in front of the railroad ties. He has like Fox that live there.
Okay.
Those steppers are just junk. You can stack those over there too if you want.
Okay.
And basically we're building a retaining wall, obviously, right? So one wall is gonna go here and go in line,
Yeah.
right? Almost to hit that other wall down there is what I was thinking. Again, as we build, we'll work together. Certain things we must do, other things, we can't adjust.
I say you say
Like that damn swale.
2 courses high,
Yes, sir.
so it's gonna be 1 course is gonna die right here.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be a step up.
Yes,
It's gonna
sir.
be 2 courses the whole way, but the some is gonna stop right here, like this one. If we take the same level with this one to start,
Right,
this course is gonna die somewhere in here.
right.
The next one is gonna be somewhere there.
Right.
So it's gonna be a few steps up.
Yeah, and that was a rough estimate. If it has to be, 1, 2, and then a third course, we almost got to play around with it. Like, yeah, we got to play around with it. But yeah, I think I wanted to start there to almost connect, right? And then
Yeah.
the whole purpose of our client hiring us for this project, see how this trim dies down?
Yeah.
He does not want that. He hates that look. So we're building this wall. It needs to be level once it hits this right here. It needs to be level, brother. And then we're gonna backfill. We're gonna put tons of fabric. We'll backfill lots of fabric and then Riverstone. And basically the Riverstone is gonna be high back here. Like visually behind the wall, it's gonna be Riverstone.
Yeah.
And then as it gets to like either here or even this trim piece, that's where the trim is gonna be visual again.
Okay.
Right? And I told him, I was just talking to him 10 minutes ago, if we have to, you know how the Riverstone gets heavy, and that's lattice.
Yeah.
If we have to, brother, you can throw in like a block or 2 down here, so some of that stone is sits on the block right here versus like this lattice.
Okay. Perfect. We can even use some of that block.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, you could probably, as long as it's hidden there, even like you said for fill dirt, you could probably, whatever.
Yep.
I think he wants a couple over there, but I'm sure he doesn't need all of it.
Okay.
Hey, I want you to try these glasses on. Let me know what you think.
Oh, nice.
Isn't that kind of nice?
Yeah, it is. What kind of glasses are these?
I don't know. I just ordered them online.
Oh.
They basically, on dimmer, on cloudy days, they make it look like it's full sun out.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
This is the power of having a designer on staff. Within 30 minutes, I have a design that I can send these guys, my clients.
I had a question for you.
Yeah.
So Dylan is crushing it with these videos that he's planning on doing.
Who the fuck's Dylan?
Do you think it'd be cool if we set up our brand down here, and then I'm gonna have like one of my guys kind of be the front of it, but also have you and say we're partners with you, and then put your videos on it too.
Now just wait. We gotta
set up a separate brand.
put a timeout mode on this here. We gotta put a timeout mode on this, Bubba. All right, so let's rewind. Let's just bring this back down to ground zero here. So we're in China, and they took this drug out of the lab and gave it to a pig, all right? And that's where you're at with Dylan creating these videos of some sort. What does that mean?
We're filming for a new top of funnel being lead gen, what I do. And then using that as the top of the funnel, where the bottom of the funnel is to get to you. So, does that make sense?
Yes.
Now, my question is, I would like to set up a brand down here in Florida and have you let me use those videos for that brand. So you're going to be on our Instagram down here as our partner.
Oh, that's where we just gotta pause, digest. I gotta, it's like you're presenting you're presenting a porterhouse, 120 ounce steak to me, and I just got done eating Chick-fil-A, so I just got to think about it, Now you mentioned these videos. Like, has Dylan sent you videos? I'm confused at that point.
Not yet.
Okay.
Not yet. He just got all the ideas down.
Oh,
really
okay. Okay. I'm down here at the Citadel headquarters, folks. They brought in the wacko blonde-haired landscaper. I'm just looking at the pavers. We got to reseal these bad boys, resand them. I'm gonna talk to the CEO while I'm here and get him a proposal for this. Or maybe the CFO, because that's the money man. Whoa. All right, guys, that wraps up our Citadel interview. They're filming a little thing for their clients. Heads up, you gotta step there too. We gotta do a bunch of stuff, but basically we're gonna go talk to Kathy about these designs she made. We'll probably hop on a Zoom call. We might go to the cigar lounge for a couple hours, but it's 15 minutes that way, and then I gotta go back this way at 5:30, but it is a rain day. And then we have to finalize the designs, finalize the proposals is my main focus. And then I gotta catch up on admin work. And then I got a 5:30 estimate, and then I got dinner with my boy Ev for his birthday later tonight. And that's what we got popping off. Let's get to it. I just had a buddy of mine who I went to high school with ask about where he can find subcontractors. I was like, Facebook you can do, Facebook groups you can do, but really, it's really best to meet people in person. Right? Like, and that's in the beginning it's tough because who do you know? But you actually know more people once you adjust your mindset and start making your brain turn and getting creative and saying, well, man, maybe I should ask more than just people in the painting business, or I'm sorry, in the landscaping business where I can find landscape sales reps. Maybe I should go ask people in the painting business and in the roofing business and in the plumbing business, in any trade. Let me go talk to those guys. Like, talk to people. Are you riding?
Thank you for calling CMG Landscaping. This is Corey. How may I help you?
Look at that. And we got that on camera. Oh, man.
Doing it.
Yeah, guys, everybody at home, that's how you should be answering your phones. I don't give a fuck if your name is Chase or Chad. I want you to say, this is Corey with blah, 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 landscaping. Hey, question for you. I know I texted you this last night, but did we ever get applications for sales reps?
Yes, I can go on to Indeed and get those. You want local, correct?
Say that again?
You want local people, correct?
Correct, local, yeah, not non-local, because they got to go to people's houses that are local.
Right, makes sense.
I want local people.
Okay. I will send that, and you want me to send it to you and your mom, right?
Yeah, you can just email them all to my mom. Just email them all to her and say, hey, Chase wanted me to email these to you. I'm going to start firing them off to you. Feel free to call them and do a phone screening.
Sounds good.
Thank you. We were at the Four Seasons this past weekend celebrating my boy's birthday, and we're getting ready for dinner, and at the Four Seasons in Philly, the hotel is at the top of the building. It's like 60 floors up. So we were pre-ordering some drinks to the room, and we order one round. Obviously, it lasts us 2 minutes. So the next round we get doubles. But we're sitting there waiting, da-da-da-da-da, and my boy burns me with a damn iron, like they had this unique machine, and he just around, he put it on my leg, but I had like clothes on, and it burnt my damn leg through the iron, or through whatever. So in a split second, guys, I'm like, what the f***? How did that happen? So anyways, we ordered another round of doubles at the Four Seasons, and then our boy Luke was like, hey, we gotta go downstairs for the dinner reservation. So we start popping out. We didn't even get our drinks, and it was like 4 drinks of Clase Azul. So I'm thinking it's gonna be like probably $200. But I don't think the Four Seasons ever charged us for it. We got back to the room the next morning, and they put the drinks in our room, but I just looked at the bill. At least so far, I don't see it on my bill that they send. You know how they send you like a thing at the end of your stay? I don't see it, unless my hotel credit thing like took care of it, but that's what's up. Shout out to the Four Seasons in Philly. We're outside. Y'all probably know about us by now, but thank you, because we didn't drink the damn Clase Azul. This is where I grew up. Not here, but this is my friends lived in this development. In middle school, we'd all come down to this field right here. Can you give them that view with the camera? And then in that back corner of this field, somewhere down there, is where I got into one of my first fights. And it really wasn't a fight. The kid called me fat, which I was morbidly obese back then. And I got so pissed off. I was like, I picked him up by his throat and threw him down on the ground. He just kind of like didn't do anything after that. But this is where we would hang out, and we'd bring airsoft guns and like roll around the development at night and just do, you know, funny, cool, just hanging out. All right, guys, we're headed to our next estimate. It's right there, man. They're coming in hot. The kids are probably gonna want to see the Cybertruck, so that'll be good. So this I'm gonna check my Jobber app. We got a request set up in Jobber. It's at 5:30, which is right now. Walkways, patios, hardscaping. Client has a flagstone walkway that needs re-leveled and steps that are loose. Flagstone on top, brick perimeter on the front stoop, TLC exposed soil behind the deck, landscape fabric rock. Boom. Should be a pretty simple quote. And what we're gonna do is make sure my iPad is charged, because what I do is I take my measurements, I do the consultation, hop back in the truck, type up the quote, and then I present it to them in person. And it looks like both the homeowners are home, so this should be a pretty easy close, but you never know. We shall find out here in a little bit. Stay tuned. Guys, a little tip for you. Wear a tape measure. Like, just wear a tape measure. You might be a lawnmower guy. Just wear a tape measure, dude. I don't care if you're a pizza delivery dude, not a pizza, but like if you're anyone in the trades, even if you don't use a tape measure, please trust the process and just wear a tape measure. It'll help you tremendously. All right, see you guys later. I've done the first part of the estimate. I got my measurements, got my 3 line items set up in Jobber. Now I'm gonna grab my iPad, knock on the door, and present the proposal. All right, guys. Listen, like, I think it was LeBron. Like, someone said, trust the process, and that's really what you got to do. I mean, this guy's owned this house for 8 years. That means he has a lot of equity in him. Now, he didn't buy our services today, but I'm super excited that every opportunity, I wanted to close this guy. He had 2 repair projects and a little deck project. It was $6,500. But again, that could be a big ticket for him. You don't know. One thing I am noticing is when I go to a client's house and they're buying something from me, for instance, yesterday, I sold like a $4,700, $4,500 drainage project, $4,600. I knocked on the door. The first thing they said is, "Hey Chase, we're getting a new roof, new gutters, and we want to get this drainage work done first." So off the bat, I know, all right, they're spending $30,000, $40,000, $60,000 on a bigger ticket item, and they want to make sure that we can their investment in the small drainage project is nothing compared to the $60,000 investment in the roof. So like, to me, when I come in and I see that, I'm like, oh, that's actually good news, because then I know my proposal is going to be like, oh yeah, here, just get us on the schedule. Like, let me know when you can get it done, which is what they were yesterday. This guy didn't mention any of that. I know he just mentioned he got his basement redone, but he said he's pricing it all out. It is what it is. This owner of this landscape company is a female owner. So what I've noticed in my market, there's a couple female landscape owners. And basically the type of work they do is government work. And to my knowledge, again, I'm not in the business, so y'all watching this, if I'm speaking out of my ass, then comment that. But to my knowledge, you have an advantage when you're bidding on government contracts if you're a female. Basically how it works is they've always picked the lowest bidder. So you get into these certain types of jobs, right? Like they do a lot of finished grading, seeding work on highways and construction, like government construction jobs. They get in they're the lowest bidder, maybe they're the second lowest bidder. Female owner, boom, they win the contract. Then you already have the contract for that site, and that PM says, all right, XYZ, all right, CMG, you're already here. We have this unforeseen piece of rock, or we also need this dug up, or, you know, this, that, and the third, and then boom, all of a sudden, you know, they're putting their regular pricing, obviously it should be up here. I mean, you got to make money one way or the other, so if that's how their business model is, that's how it is. Now, I'm a male. Can I change genders? Is that a thing? I mean, I know physically I can. I don't know if I can change it on my license or not. Or do I marry like a Spanish girl that, you know, could become the owner of the company? Food for thought, folks. Comment down below what I should do. Shout out to Littles of John Deere. If you're a landscape contractor, boom, hit them up. Downingtown, Pennsylvania. There you got 5 locations across the greater Philadelphia area. We buy all our equipment from them. Handheld tools, saws, blowers. I mean, we buy our tractors. Obviously, all my shit's John Deere. Just great dudes out here, man. You don't get hit up with. If something's broken, they just fix it, dude. I love it.
T-Pain, Young Jock. Hey.
All right, boys and girls, that's a wrap for today's vlog. I hope you enjoyed. If you got any value or entertainment out of this video, make sure to comment, like, subscribe. Shoot me a message on Instagram if you have any questions. If you're looking for that one-on-one coaching vibe, or you're looking for a community of like-minded members, check out Service Pro Elite. That's my coaching program. We're gonna leave a link in the description down below for you to check out. Again, if you wanna get in contact with me, if you want coaching, mentorship, advice from me, don't call my office. Click the link down below. That's your opportunity to be in touch with me. Ethan on my team will reach out, get you connected, and we'll get you onboarded. Peace.